Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a quick update video. Both Leticia and Terrell had court hearings today, and we're going to go over what happened in each. Here we go. Terrell Rhodes did have a hearing today this morning pretty early. It was about 2 minutes long. They said he stared at the ground the whole time and he never said a word. The judge denied him any kind of bond, and the prosecutors kind of laid out what little details that they did have. Basically that they found blood in the hotel room and the little boy's soiled clothes. He's scheduled to go back on May 22nd, I'm guessing for an arraignment, if I had to put a guess on it. Apparently he does have a criminal record. He just got out of jail last year for a burglary conviction. Next, we have part of an interview from the Las Vegas sheriff that aired today with some more details from him.
We start with the tragic case that we've been following for the better part of a week. The search now into the death of 2-year-old Amari Nicholson. It's a horrible case, obviously, and I know there's a lot of investigation still to be done on this. But just maybe can we talk a little bit about the challenges of an investigation like this for detectives to try and get some resolution?
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to send out my condolences to the family and try to get some modicum of understanding of what they're going through associated with this. It's a tragic event. And I appreciate you asking the question, John, because, you know, as you imagine, we're human beings also, and when we're dealing with a situation like this, it charges us emotionally, and especially when we can't get answers. And, you know, there's the life of a 2-year-old involved. And I think the most important aspect of this is for us to get information in a timely manner. Unfortunately, we were informed late in this process with the missing of the child. There was some assumptions that the child may have been with another family member, and then, you know, we subsequently had to get heavily engaged because when we realized there were some problems with the statements that were being made. Nevada Child Seekers assisted us in searching. You know, we have our officers on a major case protocol, which involves hundreds of officers involved in this case. So it was long drawn out, and we were acting on, you know, just small bits of information. And eventually, you know how the case ended up. Unfortunately, it is believed Amari's lost his life. And the unfortunate piece on this is it's going to be a no-body prosecution at this point because we're still attempting to locate this young man and where he may be. The suspect provided some information as to the whereabouts of the child, but that proved to be false. So we're continuing to move forward. We're asking the public's help, and if they have any information that may help us locate this individual kid.
Such a complicated story, such a frustrating story, such a tragic story, and there are so many resources for people who are in danger, who are in trouble, and unfortunately they weren't used in this case. But
This is the coverage by a local reporter that was in the courtroom today.
Well, guys, it was quick. This was set for 9 o'clock, and it was over in just a couple of minutes. So we have some video that we shot, and we'll show that to you. Now, Terrell Rhodes, escorted in by 2 officers. He was wearing a surgical mask and a blue jumpsuit. Now, there were 3 other officers standing right there as well. We're told security tight. You may remember yesterday that police say he actually fought with officers and briefly grabbed the gun of one of those officers, but that situation was quickly under control and nobody was hurt. So he looked down a lot, he glanced a lot over at the reporters in a side room, but he was quiet, he didn't say a word. And as far as bail goes, so attorneys started talking about the evidence they have. They say that he lied about this for a week, he covered up the crime, he actually hid the body. Now, they didn't say anything about the body, where the body of Amari Nicholson might be. Attorneys also said they have evidence that he hit the boy numerous times. There was blood found on a wall, and apparently they found some soiled clothing of the boy as well. And he has another court appearance set for later this month, guys.
This is the hotel that they've been staying at. A few hours after the court hearing and all that stuff, they did find his body, unfortunately, and it was really, really close, like within the block. Here's a picture of where they found him. They said that he was buried in between the building and like a little retainer wall thing. And here's a picture of his mother being questioned at the where they found his body. They said that she was speaking with authorities, not in handcuffs or anything like that, and that she was there for about 30 minutes and then she left in a private car. I've been pulling a lot of information together, screenshots, statements, different posts and stuff, and trying to get kind of a what do we know about these, the players in this case and all that kind of stuff. It's really hard though because you know how these Facebook groups are, guys, but it's kind of a necessary evil whenever you're trying to research true crime stuff. So, but anyway, that's going to be the end of this update. And the update on Leticia is actually pretty non-crazy today. She went to court. Josh Tellini is going to represent her full time. They made arrangements for him to get the discovery in her case, and they set a preliminary trial date as September 9th and 10th. So I kind of thought they'd kick it into next year, but it seems like they are going to get it on the schedule for this year. He's going to have one long summer going through that discovery. My goodness. Last I heard it was 32,000 pages. There's no telling how big it is now, with the competency hearing and everything else that's gone on, tests and all that. But anyway, so my kind of exciting news is I'm going to do my very first live Friday night at about 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'll schedule that. I'm really excited about it. My friend Awen is going to come on. We're going to talk about probably the Amari case for the most part. We'll go over some Leticia stuff, but nothing big. But that's the plan. If you guys have questions or whatever and want to send it to me either on Twitter or my email, or if you're in Awen's Discord with me, you can send them that way, and I'll put those together and try to answer some questions. Gonna try to make it a fun little live, maybe spend an hour or so getting to know some people and all that. I'm kind of excited about it. So until tomorrow, I will see you guys later. Bye.